Hello, my Fireflies, and welcome back to the TheCyanFirefly. It's me, Lyiat, and today we're going to take a look at Shatter, brought to us by She Games, I believe it's pronounced. She is definitely spelt differently. It's an old Gaelic word that used to represent fairies, but yeah, it's an odd word. I'm still having difficulty figuring out the proper pronunciation there, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Let's actually play this game. So what is Shatter? Well, Shatter is a very interesting game. It's basically a Breakout or Arkanoid style game. It depends on which you're familiar with. Basically, I'll get into a game here. Lovely loading screen. Very artsy. Alright, so, what do we do here? Well, you get control of this paddle, and you get a ball. And the basic goal is to break the bricks. Various bricks do certain things. Oop. You have to collect power-ups and these little sprite, I don't know what they're called. They're like fragments. They're kind of like energy fragments, I guess. But basically, you have to collect them for extra points. Now, this actually kind of changes up the whole genre due to the fact that you can suck and blow. So I can suck in all the fragments, and I can blow fragments away. And this can also alter the trajectory of my ball. So, very important mechanic to keep in mind. Now, there are, of course, other things I can do as well. I can give myself a shield, for example. Oop. And if I don't block certain objects, they will knock me flying, like you just saw. I can also release additional balls. Hold on. Yes, I can release additional balls if I so wish. Those cost extra lives, however, so be careful about how you use them. There we go. Alright. I hate these little green ones. I mean, yeah, you can blow them away from you, but you could screw up what you're trying to do with your balls. Balls. I don't know if they're balls exactly. They look like kind of little missiles, really. You also get a special attack. Now, this special attack is far more important in boss levels, and yes, there are bosses in this game. But I can show you what that looks like after I fire this. Here we go. So you can use this to clear a level pretty damn quick. Oop. But it's also used as an important mechanic in the in the fighting mode when you're fighting bosses, as it's a very hefty way to deal damage to the boss very quickly. It will be it's incredibly difficult to actually beat one of the bosses without using that, because the boss can do all sorts of nasty things to your paddle while you're trying to bounce this little missile around. Ooh, this is different. That's probably one of the best things about this game, is that you kind of have these unique stages that I haven't really seen in other games of this genre. Ow. I also like the fact that you can actually interact with the bricks yourself rather than just relying on the ball. Yikes. Suck in all these fragments before I have to shoot again. There we go. I'm glad there are I'm glad there are plenty of extra lives. It's actually very hard to play one of these games and commentate at the same time. Hit some of the nukes. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Oop. Extra life! Awesome. Push everything away from me. That sounds like a good plan. Keep that ball in there so I don't actually have to deal with it all that often. But every once in a while, you're gonna have to get your head back into the game and actually hit the damn thing. But yeah, I really honestly like the game, even though I'm kind of rubbish at it, and it's just because the aesthetic in it is so cool. It looks very, very neat, and the songs, yeah, the music is actually really great, the mechanics are good, it feels really solid. And ultimately, it feels like you're always in control, which is really important with this kind of game. Ugh. Hoping to get a power-up so I can show you what some of those look like. Okay, so that doubled the amount of fragments forming in the stage. Sure, that is a power-up, but that's not the kind of power-up I wanted to show you. Rah. There we go. Ah! Let's suck everything up and... boop. I also like how when you have multi-ball, which was in a couple of other Breakout-style games, that you're not just restricted to... they actually have impact on one another. They're not just gonna fly by each other. Now, there actually is a point to have multi-ball activated. It increases your multiplier, not multiplayer, by quite a bit. Urgh. Come on. There we go. You also get all the balls back at the end, so you don't have to worry about wasting extra continues if you do choose to do that. Alright, let's cause some chaos, shall we? Now, an important thing to note is that missing the blocks does not actually cause you to lose lives. In fact, it's very advisable to miss them. Destroy them if you can, but if they're coming straight at you and you have no other option, please do try to avoid them. This game can be a little tricky. There tends to be a lot going on at once, so every once in a while, you can kind of just lose track of where your ball is because some other bright thing kind of took your eye away. But that might just be because of me. Probably has nothing to do with the game now that I think about it. Ah! Ugh. It'd be a waste of power to actually shoot these. So, let's play the game legitly. There we go. Boing boing. Dealt with. Not sure how many stages I'm going to play through for you guys, because this is kind of a game that you want to experience for yourself. There are multiple different waves in each given stage, so I'm not actually playing stages right now. These are separate waves in the stage. This would be stage 2 actually. I played through the first stage to actually get a sense of the game and to actually know what I'm talking about. Don't really like doing blind, well, completely blind plays. There are some games that are good blind. This, probably not one of them. Because there are some mechanics that do take getting used to, like this whole sucking and blowing thing. There we go. Sorted. Okay. I like that. Man, there are so few actual criticisms I can offer to this game. But I really like that shattering effect that goes on in the background. What the heck? Well, that's certainly interesting. Unstoppable. Let's use that, shall we? Ah! So, Unstoppable is one of the bonuses I wanted to show you earlier. It basically allows your ball to smash right through bricks. So you really don't have to deal with them all that much. Just punches straight through, which can be a little difficult to control sometimes. Oh my. So here's a boss. This is the octopus. Now, of course, you have to attack its weak point for critical damage. As you should for any boss, really. Let's take some fire to it, shall we? Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. Now it's gonna retreat past the boundary of the level for a little bit. Now, I can actually destroy parts of its body to give myself fragments, but that's not always useful, because all the fragments do is give me additional power, which allows me to shoot more often. However, I really want to be focusing on actually hitting that X with the ball, if possible. Whoa! Unstoppable. Yippee. That probably doesn't stick around. No. Oh well. Unstoppable would have been really useful here. Ah! I hate how it moves around. It can really screw you up from time to time. Ugh. No, that's not bad gameplay design. It's actually very good of them to do that. It's just like, ah, you son of a... These kinds of games can get very frustrating very quickly. And very hellish very quickly. Holy heck. And we got an extra life right at the end there. We lucked out. Don't you hit me. Man, that thing is guarded all too well. It was much easier to use that on the last boss, because its head was the weak point, rather than this little spot on its face. More balls, more chaos. We lost one. Oh well. Should probably be sucking and blowing a little bit more. Try to manipulate my ball a little bit. And we have victory, my friends! Awesome. Octopus is dead. And now for a bonus level. I do not know if there are other types of bonus levels, because this is the only one I've encountered so far. This is basically a hit the balls as many times as you can to build up a multiplier. Jeez. I don't know why I can't say that word. But, there is a global leaderboard system you can access, so that's something good to keep in mind if you like that kind of particular challenge. You know, try to beat the world with your insane high scores. That will not happen here. Knock this flying. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Come on. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Let's go, let's go. Ah! Got a little cocky there. Oh well. Achievement unlocked. Aurora. Awesome. Yes, that attack is called the Shard Storm, and it is actually incredibly effective. Not only in the boss fights, but it does work in the main game as well, as you've seen. It can really decimate the heck out of a series of walls that you're having trouble with. Oh, okay, let's go through the next level. And, then I might show you another mode, and I might wrap up here. But I am having quite a bit of fun, and I don't normally have fun with Breakout games. They get really stale after a while, even though they can be rather hectic. Jesus. Shoot more balls. Give me an additional hard time, why don't we? Okay, extra lives. Extra lives are good. Extra lives are nice things to have. Whoop! It's gonna punch me out of the way, of course. Because why not? Suck in all the fragments to get additional power. Do-do-do. Okay. I also like how the ball kind of has a little guide thing to tell you where it's going to end up. It really helps with aiming this thing. Ooh. Ah, we took the final hit. Oh well. Wave 2. What are these? What's going on here? Oh, it's growing. That's not necessarily a good thing. Oh my. Well. Let's blow the heck out of these before they have a chance to spawn too many. There we go. That could have gotten very dangerous very quick. I also like how you can kind of shoot a ball rather than just having to wait for that charge up right at the beginning. What I do not like is that you can't choose when to fire off your ball. You can't hold it, as it were. Because there may be some points where, well, you might not want to shoot just yet because there are things in your way, and it will get you horribly, horribly murdered. Oh, jeez. Lost another one. Knock these. Push and suck. As dirty as that sounds, that is the key to the game. Alright. Buff up my multiplier. Multiplier. I don't know why I can never say that. I don't even play that many multiplayer games. Words should not really be stuck on my mind. Well, I do play some multiplayer games. I'm actually going to be covering a couple multiplayers very soon. Some online play that you all should look forward to. Oh boy, there's another power-up. Unstoppable! One of my favorite power-ups in the game. It's fun to watch it just wreck through everything. Like a hungry mouth. Ooh! Well, if I actually want to get score for these, rather than having to deal, rather than them smashing into me and risking me losing my ball, come on, take these out. There we go. All done up. The background environment's also really cool. It adds this nice little 3D effect. Makes it feel like you're actually exploring the world. There is kind of some story to go along in this game. I'm not entirely sure what it is. All I know is that you seem to be a defect in a large number of line, in a large line of different paddles that its only purpose was to knock a ball back and forth in a enclosed space. And for whatever reason, you went rogue. Oh my, I'm getting some serious lag here. Don't know why, that's kind of abnormal. This game has been playing perfectly fine up until now. There we go. Seemed to sort itself out. Probably Fraps issue. I generally chalk these hang-ups to Fraps because that's generally the problem. Due to me not having 2 HDs, I have to stream directly back to the same HD. I could, I guess, do it to an external, but USB power only works so well. That can only stream so many bits per second. It's not as good as my HD. It kind of really nukes the frame rate on certain games. There we go. There. Get a taste of success and then it's pulled back out from under you as you realize you're absolutely no good at this kind of game. There we go. Oh, come on. Hit the bricks, please. Thank you. There we go. Either lose the ball or take the times 2. Either take the times 2 and lose the ball, or keep going. I think I'm gonna keep the ball, because the ball is very friendly to me. Alright, let's see if we can guide it. Oh, we missed. There we go. Phew, I think the boss is on wave 10 of every single level. I might be wrong, it might change up a little bit later, but that seems to have been the trend so far in the game. Oh my. Alright, let's shoot things up a little bit here. Sounds reasonable. Shard storm. Shards everywhere. Oh, that might have been a bad mistake. Because now there are a bunch of loose bricks everywhere as well. And they're not too happy with me. Well, at least we can keep our ball up there in the curved level so we don't have to worry about it too much. We should really be kind of aiming for the nuke there to try and end the level. There we go. Of course, that spawned a 1-up at the end to just taunt me clock-a-block. Is this a boss? I think this might be the boss for this particular level. Yep, certainly feels like it. Whoa, what the heck? That was kind of unfair. How rude. Alright, let's keep things bouncing and swinging up here, shall we? Alright, we want that extra life, because we are having a hard time down here. Suck up some fragments to get another shot. Maybe. Nope. Get our heads knocked off as well, jeez. Ooh. Wow, we're kind of failing in a spectacular fashion right now. Alright. Let's get our super shot off, shall we? After we collect this one up. So we don't end up losing everything. Oh my. I am a failure. Well, we didn't beat the boss. Oh well. Oh, looks like we can actually continue. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, that works. Oh, yeah, that was a bright idea. We can hardly keep track of one in this stage. Let's use several at once. God, I'm a genius. Alright. Alrighty then. Come on, let's do some more attacks on this thing. Hit it, hit it, hit! Ah! Oh well. Ah. Gotta keep the thing bouncing. Gotta keep hitting the clock. We want another chance to fire off that weapon. Because that weapon is really the key to victory. I hit the wrong key. Fired off 2 shots. Fired off 2 balls when I did not intend to. Which resulted us in losing one, of course. Does so much damage. It's also considerably more useful against the clock guy. Ah. Again. Okay, I'm done with this. I will show you another another mode, and then we'll be off. Oh, there we go. You can just exit game from here. There should be there's a wide variety of things for people to play here, honestly. There really isn't a whole reason for people to get bored with it. I mean, there's a time attack, bonus mode, boss rush after you beat the game. I assume you unlock that. There is local co-op. I don't know if there is online co-op. I'm going to say no. It's very unlikely. And there's an endless mode, which, hey, let's see how long we can last. We're probably going to die very quickly. Survive as long as possible to go for a high score. Remember to use your shield, combined shield, and suck to ricochet fragments. I didn't know we could do that. Okay then. Yes, but using that shield thing to protect yourself from bricks can cause you to lose power, which is used to charge that gun thing, so not always the best idea. Not sure why you'd want to knock fragments away from yourself. That might be why. It turns them into projectiles. That's useful information. Don't know why they didn't explain that to me before. Curious, curious. Oh, mass destruction and chaos. Exactly what we like. Let's keep that away from me. Ah! And we lost our ball. Of course we did. Alright. So, what are my closing thoughts on this? Well, it's fun, it's challenging, it's also extremely frustrating. But for the more hardcore I wouldn't really call them puzzlers, but those who like Arkanoid-style games, for those who like these challenging little... I guess I'd call it like an arcade-style game, because this is something you'd find in old-school arcade, really. But yeah, for people who like this style of gaming, then you'll very much like this game. It's pretty slick, the controls are very tight, it has its own unique, interesting mechanics that I haven't really seen elsewhere, that also give it its own challenge. Oh, jeez. Well, we've lost. But yes, that was Shatter, everyone. I do hope you've enjoyed. Do remember to like the video and give us a shout out on our comments section, because that's extremely useful to me. It's good to know that you guys take an interest, and I like to know what you guys like about my videos and what you guys don't like about my videos. So just let me know down in the comments below. I'll catch you all next time on the TheCyanFirefly, or at least when the TLDR comes out. Farewell!